Ladies and gentlemen, now patch 22.1 is shaping up and coming fast, lads. We've got a ton more information on some of the stuff that we're going to expect next month, and also a full breakdown on the bounty missions as well. So this evening we're going to go over the release notes, talk about those, talk about bounties in a fair bit of detail, and also discuss some of the stuff that Otrix has dug up, including teasers at Human Torch's abilities, a bit more information on the variant nodes and requirements, and he's going to have even more of that stuff tomorrow, and also a surprise April Fool's Day event that's going to be coming around as well, which seems pretty interesting. So yeah, there's even more surprises next month, and to be honest, with the release of Endgame, man, I think kind of the third week as well, we're probably going to see some sort of like Endgame related celebrity challenge or something like that. But Annihilus is he's looking pretty cool, man, pretty cool. I'm not really too sure what class he's going to be, cosmic or tech. I kind of hope he's tech though. I kind of hope he's tech, just because, like, looking at the cosmic class, man, there are so many incredible cosmic champions that he might get a little bit buried unless he's really good in the cosmic class. Whereas tech, there's a lot of bangers in the tech class, man, but there's always room for more. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping tech for myself for Annihilus there, but anyway, so yeah, we got this new event coming up with Annihilus and also Human Torch, and also it's teasing kind of a brand new ability, Flame On. The Human Torch has a new type of ability that he can activate before entering the fight to completely turn the tables on the opponent. So I have no idea what that's going to entail. I don't know if that's something that's going to be like a little like toggle before the fight that you can, like, you know, maybe use like 1 or 2 times per quest. And maybe it gives you like a massive damage boost or something like that. So that's got a little bit of an interesting premise there. You know, I'm gonna have to see the mechanic for itself, but yeah, I wasn't expecting kind of any brand new types of ability. So I'm curious to see how this one works in terms of, yeah, its functionality and the amount of uses there. So that seems a little bit curious. We've also got the brand new bounties in the negative zone that are coming in, and these are really well revamped bounties, and we're going to talk about these and all of the rewards in a second. Now the next thing, which is causing a fair bit of conversation at the moment, and I'm a little bit concerned about myself as well, is back issues to Mystery in the Micro Realms. So return to a classic quest from the early days of the contest with the second edition of back issues. Much like the re-release of Ultron's Assault, this quest will feature both classic and variant difficulties. Choose classic to experience the original one. Hopefully they update the rewards this time, because Ultron's classic was just really rubbish, man. Needs a little bit of a pimp in there to make it a bit more exciting. And yeah, variant says to face off against highly challenging fights demanding specific champions and strategic counters. So yeah, it looks like with this variant there's not going to be a class gate or a star gate, but there are going to be some nodes that like buff up or give certain champions abilities, or require you to use like a champion of a certain size, or you get screwed over. I don't know if you remember like the Ant-Man and the Wasp challenge, where I think if you use like XXL champions, then your opponents didn't glance, but if you didn't, then you had to deal with the glancing as well. So I kind of hope it's stuff like that in comparison to hard gates, but I think something like this is really hard to judge until we know a lot more information about it. So yeah, I'm curious to see, because this could be done in a way where it's not really that BS, but I don't know, man, it's one of those things that could very easily be very specific, very niche, and yeah, it's just really hard to tell exactly at the moment without seeing, you know, all of the requirements and damage checks and stuff like that. So for now, I'm going to keep an open mind about back issue number 2, but I expect that to come in the first week or so. And then bug fixes, I didn't really see anything kind of too important there, just kind of like small bugs all over the place, no huge ones. However, there are improvements to timing consistency of triggering abilities and attacks, so hopefully that means some champions that have slightly janky combos are a little bit easier to use, fingers crossed. So I'm interested to see how that is going to affect certain characters. But anyway, we have negative zone bounty missions here. So these bounty missions in comparison to the last real bounties that we saw. I think the last proper bounties were the Thor Ragnarok ones, and these seem so much better, man. So these are going to be running from April 3rd till May 1st, so you got 4 weeks, 28 days, and you can activate one of them every single 8 hours. So via all sorts of stuff in the upcoming event quests, and also the special tab of the Crystal Vault, and also the special weekly calendar, you gain these brand new, like, antimatter crystals. Now, these crystals from Kabam Mike only contain 1,500 gold, but they'll also trigger a bounty mission for your entire alliance that lasts for 8 hours, and you can do 3 of these per day, man. And the rewards, like, they stack up big time. You know, you've got to multiply the rewards by 3 and then 28 as well to see the maximum potential, man. And it is crazy the amount of stuff that your alliance could get via this. So yeah, I'm really impressed. And bounty missions, they are you know, very short, very easy. You go into the quest, there's like 5 different fights to pick from. You pick one of those fights, the easiest one for your roster, and then you've got a boss to fight as well. So yeah, they were just really straightforward, man, following the exact same setup there. Now, to have a bit of a look at the rewards for every single run, and I believe you can do every single difficulty like once every 8 hours. That's 3 times a day for 28 days. A lot of rewards, boys. So while they may seem small looking at them, remember, like, this is really gonna add up. If you and your alliance are on top of this, man, you're gonna have a really good time. So having a look at the epic rewards, every single run is gonna give you 200 5-star shards, 75 tier 5 basic fragments, 1,250 gold, and 15 6-star shards. And then we got master, 125 5-star shards, 1,200 tier 4 basic fragments, 1,000 gold, 1 T4 CC fragment crystal, 600 tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments, and then heroic, you've got 75 4-star shards, 720 tier 4 basic, 750 gold, and another T4 CC fragment crystal there. So you know it's 2 or 3 of those via heroic and master, like fully formed T4 CC, if you can smash out all of them there. And also normal, you've got 40 4-star shards, 100 3-star shards, and 500 gold. So, you know, that's probably worth it for most players that still rely on kind of growing a 4-star roster there. But, let's talk about kind of the total rewards if you were to smash it out 3 times a day for 28 days. Because again, man, this stuff really does add up. You know, that's 325 5-star shards a day, and that's a total of 27,300. But also in terms of the 5-star shards as well, there is a bonus if at least 10 people can complete a bounty mission, to the best of my knowledge. All of the members of the Alliance will receive 50 5-star shards as well. So that's a pretty cool feature, man. That's a pretty cool feature. So an additional like 4,200 5-star shards from the bonus, which makes it like just over like 30,000 if you can smash it out all of the days. So yeah, that's pretty insane, man. That's like 5 fully formed 5-star champions there, all 2 of the brand new features that are coming out. So yeah, some really cool stuff. In terms of the tier 5 basic, it's just over 6,300 fragments if you can do it every day. So you know that's a good portion of like 100% uncollected on a monthly basis, so it's not the worst stack of tier 5 basic fragments, although I would love a little bit more, mate, but who wouldn't? And then we also got the 6-star shards. That's going to be 1,260 because it's 45 every single day for 28 days. So that's all right there. Again, I do wish it was a little bit more, but it's a nice little stack on the side. Tier 2 alpha fragments should be around 50,000 if you can do all of the rounds, so that is a pretty good stack, man. That's a fully formed tier 2 alpha and a little bit there as well. The tier 4 basic, as you can imagine, these add up quite nicely because it's almost you know, if you do heroic and also master, it's almost 2,000 tier 4 basic fragments every single 8 hours, so that adds up very nicely into like just over 160k total fragments, which means it's like like 4.5 fully formed. So yeah, not too bad, man. I'm very thirsty for tier 4 basic at the moment, so that's very, very nice to see. And the 4-star shards are going to be phenomenal for beginners, because if you can smash out normal and heroic all of the times, that is a total of 9,664 star shards, which is almost 5 fully formed 4-star champions, for something that should be fairly straightforward and quite easy, man. So I'm really looking forward to this, boys. I think it's got a lot of potential. You know, it satisfies players from kind of all reaches of the game, gives a lot of, you know, big progression push potential as well, and it's going to shower people in 4-star and 5-star shards. So yeah, the revamped bounties are looking much, much better. So I've got to tip my hat off to Gaban, man. It looks like they've really done a good job in kind of making them a lot more enticing. But again, you are going to get these crystals, and you are going to have to coordinate with your alliance who's going to open one of them when an event isn't up. So you're not going to want to rush and open these crystals. Again, they only are going to have like 1,500 gold in, so there should be like no need for them to rush, but 1 per alliance every 8 hours. I'm just trying to see if I can find Caban Mike's comment just about these wonderful crystals and what they've got inside, but I believe I've lost it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so you'll be able to do all of the difficulties. So just to confirm, you can do all 5 of them, and the crystals are mostly to activate bounty missions, but also award 1,500 gold. So do not rush to open these crystals. Be careful, coordinate it with your alliance and figure it out, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of ways to get them and a lot of ways to activate these missions. So yeah, seems like a pretty good time, man. And then we also have a little bit more information from Otrix as well. So apparently there's going to be a surprise April Fool's event that looks very, very trolly. He's been sending me like all these troll nodes, which just seem like it's going to be a bit of a giggle, man. I'm interested to see that one, because April Fool's last year, I think they just sent out that crystal that was like rigged to give you 5-star shards, so that was quite nice, man. Quite a nice time. But also he sent me a little bit more information, because it looks like Human Torch's abilities have started to go into the game files as well. So when Human Torch has at least X amount of smolder passives on himself, he's also got a temperature resource as well, and when he reaches a certain temperature, he enters Nova form for a certain amount of seconds. So yeah, I'm really interested to see kind of what Nova form is and how Human Torch works, but I really like the idea of Human Torch just being this absolute balls to the walls incinerate champion that has like even more of a powerful form to just nuke the opponent down. So yeah, I really like Captain Marvel and her binary ignition mode. So I'm interested to see what they do with Human Torch, man. Like, I'm very, very excited for both Annihilus and Human Torch, but it does look after the tweet yesterday that Annihilus is going to be the first champion arriving out of the 2. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about version 22.1 in Marvel Contest of Champions? Are you more excited for Annihilus or Human Torch? What do you think of the bounty missions? What do you think of the rewards? I think they've done a really good job of buffing them. But yeah, I'm curious to see how stuff turns out, and I'm excited to stream like the second back issue of Variant, man. I think that should be a really, really fun time. But yeah, we'll have to see what's up, boys. Anyway, if you did enjoy today's video, feel free to smash the like button. That would be very much appreciated. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.